Hi and welcome back to today's video on Climate Active, which is about applying the relevance test. We are Barbara and Patrick from 100% Renewables.
In our previous video, we talked about the emission sources that you should consider for inclusion within your carbon boundary. We indicated that you don't need to include every single emission source, but you must assess all direct and indirect emissions to determine whether they are relevant.
Now in the Climate Active, particular emission sources are relevant when any two of the following conditions are met.
Firstly, the emissions are likely to be large relative to your electricity, stationary energy and fuel emissions.
Or the emissions contribute to your greenhouse gas risk exposure, and including and addressing them will help you to avoid future costs related to your energy and emissions.
The emissions are deemed relevant by your key stakeholders, which may include your major customers, suppliers, investors or the wider community.
Or you have a potential to influence emission reduction.
Or lastly, the emissions are from outsourced activities that were previously undertaken in-house or from outsourced activities that are typically undertaken within the boundary for comparable organisations. Data centres and transport are typical examples of this.
If an emission source is relevant, you must include it in your carbon footprint boundary. You can exclude emissions that are not relevant, but you should disclose these in your public reporting document.
Now, you may find that many emission sources will be relevant, but you don't have to collect data for all of them. For instance, if the associated emissions constitute less than 1% of the total carbon footprint, you can include the source in your boundary, but you don't have to calculate its associated emissions.
Thanks for watching.